welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 3. And looking at the map, there are a couple things that I noticed. One, Zetsu, or Zetsu, however you say that, is continuing to grow. They're having some civil war issues, it looks like, perhaps. But they are getting quite large. Also, Bohemia is eating England. Now, they have the same... They're not an empire, they're just kingdoms. So... But he only has one son. They could have more kids, though. So right now, that son is inheriting both of those kingdoms. But if they have another son, these will split apart. And speaking of inheritances, I think I'm going to change my cultural culture that I am interested in researching, the Hereditary Rule. And this will allow me, when it's done in 48 years, so it might be my grandkids who finally see this happen, will be able to unlock Partition Succession. So what this does, how this is different from the Confederate Partition, is titles still get divided more or less the way they do now, except under our current system, if it needs to create titles that I have a right to but don't have, but I haven't created. So, for example, the Kingdom of Songhai here is one that I can have, but I haven't created. It will create those titles to give to heirs. So, while this doesn't appear to be the case yet, the thing I'm worried about is that I expand enough that I essentially have the right to another imperial title. And since an emperor can't be a vassal of another emperor, if that's the case and we have Confederate Partition, my realm will split and there is nothing I can do about it. What regular partition does is it splits up the titles that exist like it happens today, but it will not create titles that could exist but haven't actually been created. So that way I could have the right to create another imperial title, but as long as I don't actually create it, no one will inherit it. And I'm not sure... Like, I'm not too far away from... Like, I wonder how far away I am to getting this. Well, I'm about halfway to the Empire of Mali. Not much there. 13 of 31. 12 of... So... It's still a little ways, but, I mean, it wouldn't take much, really, to get another 30 counties over here. So, one thing I'm thinking of doing is maybe trying to conquer areas that are in my de jure empire already. Maybe trying to take places that are in some of these other empires that I don't have as many de jure, or yeah, some of these empires that I don't have as many counties to be a part of. And the other thing I was actually thinking of is maybe just granting independence to a couple of these people. Like, he might be a good one to grant independence to. Now, one thing I might do here, if I do that, is I might try to matrilineal marry him to someone in my dynasty, so his kids are in my dynasty. Over here, so a big chunk of this land is owned by people who own land over here. That's somewhat of a problem. So this is all considered the Kingdom of Aachen. But I don't think that's de jure. I think that's just, yeah. I think that's just because... If I can get to the map mode that I'm wanting. It's probably just because of the vassals he has under him. So I'm wondering... Like, I can retract vassals. And I'm not sure... Okay, so it does show... Now, he obviously is not going to be happy about this. So there's like this vassal, and there's this vassal. Those are probably the two main ones to be worried about. So... I didn't notice if there was anything... I do have a hook on him. So, like, I could select this. This is an act of tyranny. It still is if I use my hook. But I'll only lose 5 opinions, so it's not, like, really bad. He will lose opinion of me, a lot of it, actually. But that's perhaps one way, because he's kind of too big for his own good anyway. So those are things I'm considering doing. I might want to... I'm not swaying anyone right now. So what I might do is try to sway him to get his opinion up. And that way, when we get the 40 opinion hit, it won't be quite as horrendous as it was before. And let's see, his liege here is, it's in our house, or it's in our dynasty, but not our house. I guess that's good enough. And like I said, I'm pretty sure, here it is. This isn't in our dynasty at all. Yeah. So what I think I will do here is arrange a marriage, probably to one of my granddaughters. I want to make sure that they aren't an heir or something. So she's not in line to inherit anything. So if I do this, and he will accept a matrilineal marriage because I checked before. And it doesn't look like they share any grandparents, at least. It's usually all I'm worried about is whether they're first cousins. And this means that all his kids will be part of our dynasty, and even specifically our house. Which is something that I want in the future. So I think I'll do that. One other thing we could do is instead of trying to conquer more people, except maybe people in our immediate vicinity, like these guys, Air, them, like I said, people who are actually de jure part of the our empire to begin with. We could try to wiggle our way into control, our dynasty that is, of some other people as well. So they don't have any kids yet. It doesn't look like. No, that's their sibling. So like they have a daughter. It's actually a bastard. So that's not even their heir. Here we go. So this is a son. So we could try. I don't know how. Yeah, they won't accept. So their faith is different. Oh, they're Christian. Okay. Yeah. They probably don't want to marry someone who's they're Arab or Muslim. How about them, for example? Now, their heir is older, and I'm, yeah, already married. So, I may have to just kind of look around every now and then. But, yeah. That's kind of where I am right now. So, don't we already have... Yeah, so, for example, here in Kong... Our granddaughter is... Is that even the one that's here? No. So one of our granddaughters, but not our heir or heir's heir, is going to inherit the Kingdom of Kong. So while this doesn't become part of our empire... it will have someone of our house in charge of this kingdom. So, like, he has an unmarried... Oh, that's a daughter. So we could maybe... Well, we only have... Apparently we only have one son. We could try to throw at them. And they would probably accept that. And I'm pretty sure that's the heir's first kid, yes. But since he's not in line to currently inherit anything... they'll be much more likely to actually accept this. So I could send that proposal. And, now, the catch here is that he's in line to inherit a county. This over here. Which, when his kids... take over as the ruler of this kingdom, that county will go along with them unless I disinherit this grandson. And I'm not even sure if I can. I can. So that's something to consider as well. I might actually do that. So I'll disinherit him. Hopefully I'm still going to be able to do this marriage after this. Yes. All right. So now he's still says it's an heir. Now, okay, so does disinheriting him only mean disinheriting him from my titles? Huh. That's interesting. Well, that just cost a whole bunch of renown. But... So that's something to consider here, is that I don't necessarily want to lose that county in the middle of my area just to do this marriage. So I'm going to have to think about perhaps ways of getting around that. I could do anything from where was this even? Wow. I might go through the thing to set up this marriage just so I can find the character again. Here we go. So this is his liege, who only has the one county title. But it's not going to his daughter? That's interesting. Why is that? So he has his own male preference law. Huh. See, this is where I thought that, like, our laws might trickle down, but maybe not. So that's why, which is actually kind of disappointing. We'll have to see if we have any more. I'm sure we're going to have more grandsons born sooner rather than later. So I think my top priority is, again, to get enough money, which I think is 500. Yup. To feudalize this county. The other thing I probably should try to do is to get the other county here that's in this duchy. I might even be able to revoke it. No. So I can get a claim on this, but I need renown. Man, I wish I hadn't disinherited and re-inherited that kid anymore. We'll get it eventually. Alright, so this was the patrol over there. Not a day goes by without some new inconsequential matter being brought to my attention in court. Today it seems like it is Olin's and Hawa's turn to waste my time with a petty dispute. The more I listen to their reasons, the more I am convinced the entire hearing is beneath my concern. So, I could just throw them both out, and they lose opinion, which is not ideal. We have an intrigue challenge. I would 80% chance to pass. I would gain dread. I get a weak hook on both of them. I get 300 intrigue lifestyle experience, which is in fact what my lifestyle is. But I have a 19% chance of failing. I would lose dread. I'd spend prestige. I'd get some experience, but I gain 20 stress, and they lose opinion. Or I would take time, which I'm not patient or impatient. And it also means that I would pick one or the other, and I gain stress no matter what. So let's do this one. Haha. So we have a realm will lose land when... Okay, because he doesn't have any kids. And his wife is 43. We probably should do something about that. To make my nephew more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, I can include a compliment in my next missive to court. Empathy and kind heart. He's lazy, cynical... Well, he is compassionate. Sure. Yeah. Let's, Can I not... He can have secondary spouses, though. I think. So, let's, my daughter looks like the oldest one in my dynasty. Because it doesn't have to be in my dynasty, as long as he has kids. Really? Wow, there's not a hell of a lot. Not a whole lot I can do because he's also not my direct vassal. That's part of the problem here. So where... What's up there? So at least if we lose it, it's not like in the middle of... It's not like in the middle of my territory. It'll still be annoying, but at least it won't be like... It won't be like this. Alright, he liked that. Excellent. I actually can't remember if I was planning some wars at the end of the last episode or not. Removes the rank difference penalty from your seduction schemes. Sure. One thing I haven't really been doing is, I don't know if anyone around here has any female leaders or not. This one does. And they don't have kids. Oh, she's 13. She's definitely not having kids. My thinking here is, if I can have a kid... Although, it'd still be of their dynasty, I guess, wouldn't it? One thing I might consider doing here... is, hosting a feast or hunt. It looks like they'll both do the same amount of stress. I do gain piety for this, though. It costs more money, although not, I mean, not a whole bunch more money. And it will increase my vassal's opinion, so I guess let's do this. I'm trying to reduce my stress a little bit so that I don't have, like, a surprise event tip me over. Bastard born. There's no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My lover has given birth to a daughter, and we both know that I am her father. Thankfully, she's kept quiet about me, and no one else knows the truth, at least for now. So yeah, this was the guest who we were basically trying to seduce each other. Alright, so yeah, her kid is taking on the dynasty of her husband. I mean, I don't necessarily need to be very careful about this, but... The lady over there is refilling a tightly grasped glass for the third time since joined by their spouse, a relationship on the brink of collapse. That lord on the other side of the hall is keeping to the walls, avoiding all conversation as well as eye contact. A secret to keep safe. Everyone is hiding something, and with a practiced eye on the smallest of details will show you the whole picture. So I gain observant of details for 3 years. What started as an ordinary feast became exceptional thanks to the presence of Curry? Yes. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seem to have a lot of common. So she gains 15 opinion of me, not that she needs it, and we grow closer to forming a friendship. With everyone headed for their respective homes, I'm proud to say the feast was a success. I have my wife to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. My vassal has accused my vassal of having an incestuous relationship with his own aunt. Alright. And all of that will happen. Or has happened. So we can modify contracts of several people here. Hey, that increased my monthly income by 0.6 a month. It's something. Let's see. They are allied to whom? Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, over there. I have quite a few. Well, it says they have 1,300 men. Their allies have 4,200, but I don't care about their allies per se, right? Maybe I should. Huh. Well, air is over there as well. Hmm. How about Gurma? So Kano is the only one we have to worry about here, but they actually have quite a few men as well. That's about, yeah, about 10,000. Their ally must have a shit ton. Oh, it's Kabu. So I could always... What's her opinion of me? Not very good. I'm thinking if I call this war, I could call her in as an ally for me, which would make them not be an ally for them. I think we're allied with them. Are we allied with them? We are. But she might not accept because she doesn't like me a whole bunch. We're allied with Kanem. If I remember, some of these guys down here had pretty... actually... They don't have much at all. 900, no allies. We could do them. Yeah. Oh, one thing I need to think about doing, maybe before I do wars. I should think about increasing my men-at-arms as well. Alright. I'm going to try to get the gold to feudalize that county. Then I'm going to try to build my men-at-arms. Because we don't really need to expand necessarily. Tonight, for the dozenth time, I find myself lounging next to a guttering fire with my guest. Her company just feels so natural, so easy, like she has been staying in Benin City for years instead of weeks. If only she agreed to stay permanently, and these long, lazy evenings could last forever. Of course, with the right nudge. I can say, let me show you how hospitable I can be. 100%. I lay with her. I grow closer to forming an intimate relationship. She joins my court. She gains opinion. I gain 100 intrigue lifestyle. I can't do this because I'm deceitful. Or I can just do a toast. You know, given my propensity for womanizing, I think we'll just do this. She's enthralled. Right, I think we'll speed this up. What are my people doing? You're converting. Where? Oh, we can construct a building there too. We probably should do that. Assuming you're converting wherever this is. Yeah, all of them are working there. Alright. I should think about building something here as well. What are our options? Fort level, defender advantage, taxes and levies, just straight taxes. Levies but men-at-arm advantage, levies and cavalry. I think Do either of these give us more in the end? 1.3 and cavalry. 1.3 and more okay, so not really. So I'll probably just build both of these then. So yeah, he'll be doing that for 6 years, 3 years, 5 years. Disrupting schemes, domestic affairs. That's probably what I want them all to be doing. Speaking of war, call to war to the modest Abiola. I call on you to honor our alliance, to join me in the war. Okay, so they're a defender. Yeah, and since we'll be, I think our heir is married to their heir, and so we'll be getting all their land. We definitely want to do this. They have 6,000, 3,000. I mean, they should be able to fend this off, but I definitely do want to help them with this. I might only do... Oh, one thing I learned is that with these rally points, if you set multiple of them, if you do raise local army, it will raise all the armies that are closer to this rally point than other rally points. I did not know that that's how it worked. But I don't think it really matters. I think at this point, I think we'll probably just raise our men-at-arms. Let's put the guy who is good at sieging. Alright, my daughter has come of age. She's a callous, diligent, content character. Level 3, charismatic negotiator. Pretty good. So she's my 4th daughter? Yes. I have... Well, I did have a son. So that was older, but he died. So she's not betrothed to anyone. I might kind of wait on that until after ally joins war. Excellent. So how is this looking min-what? A lot of that is us. We may have to raise up more people. But, let's try to take their stuff. Oh, if they're coming after us, we're not going to be able to handle 5,000. Yeah. I think, unfortunately... I think we are going to have to raise everybody here. Oh, for fuck's sake, they caught us. I think they completely destroyed that army, too. Oh, you don't say! So I guess we need to start swaying her. Who is she betrothed to? We can't sway her because she's a minor. That's really annoying. They destroyed all of my men-at-arms because I couldn't get away soon enough. I just made this war considerably harder. Where are our goddamn allies? Like, bruh. So we're gonna have to wait like 8 months for those to recover here. Oh, there's some of our allies. Of course we're being raided, because why wouldn't we be? You gonna come over here and help us, please? Thanks. Before my army gets annihilated, please! Thank you! Oh, we're still gonna lose. Oh, this is great. Alright, cool. Well, this is going well. And by well, I mean absolutely terrible. What is this war over? Yeah, the whole claim on the kingdom, so we really do need to win this. Through downcast lashes, as my eyes meet Oba Ayo's for what feels like the 20th time tonight. I know I'm not imagining things even from the other end of the table. Her gaze feels as intense as the midday sun. So my nephew is married to her. So I will give her a good tumble. Everyone will know of her sinful thoughts. No, my heart does not remain pure. Yeah, I think we'll try to give her a good tumble. Afterwards, Io falls to the mattress with a thump, her breath ragged and eyes half closed. Languorously, I wipe the sweat off her chest with gentle fingers. Merely a moment later, Io pushes my hand away with an apologetic smile. It is nearly morning, I better leave. So I can say, can you stay a little longer, please? Possible outcomes. She becomes my lover, or she thinks I'm clingy, and she loses 10 opinion. Let's do this. Yay! I guess let's move these armies up here. They're gonna need to regenerate. Okay, my men-at-arms are back at least. This is gonna be... Uh-oh. Never would I have thought that a man could have too much love, yet it seems like love Life has proved me wrong. Some days I feel as if my spare time is nothing but coming up with the most charming compliments for Io, going on hunts with Gague, and sating Rimalakun's seemingly boundless lust. For how long can I go on like this? These women will be the end of me. So I can say I must let Io go. She loses 40 opinion of me. I can let her go. Ditto. Or it might break me, but what is life without love? And I gain 60 stress. I don't have anything that necessarily says I do one or the other. I'm not a huge fan of the 60 stress. This is my wife, so I probably can't let her go. Sure. We can go on a hunt. Uh-oh. I gained the trait Adulterer. My nephew has revealed that I am seeing Io in secret, the two spreading like wildfire. Our passion may not have been as hidden as we would like to believe. So I lost 1 level of devotion. I lost 30 opinion of my nephew. My wife lost 60 opinion. I guess I lost 30 more opinion from him. I got her pregnant. Oh, I don't have enough money to call hunt. Excellent. So, let's look at the situation here. We have this small army down here, which might win there. I kind of feel like I might need to hook up with this army. The question is whether I can do so. That's a peasant revolt, so I don't even care about that. These guys aren't in this war. I've discovered inherited okay, cool. We were traveling to another village when we decided to take a quick break along the side of the road. I rested against a tree and dozed off for a while. I only woke up when I felt a leaf from the tree land on my face. I picked up the leaf and twirled it in my fingers, looking up. I mused out loud, perhaps a little absent-mindedly. Did the leaf truly come from that tree? Yeah, probably. Oh, good. Well, okay, 5 stress. I know everything about your and Oba Io's sordid affair. Do not waste your breath denying it. My wife's voice is shaking, tears streaming down her cheeks. I cannot take this anymore, Abiola. You have to make a choice. It's her or me. Well, considering she's married, I guess I'll break it off with her. I still have my other side chick, don't worry. Dangerous faction. So these are mostly... so annoying. It's really unlucky that I wasn't able to leave that territory, like literally a matter of days. Or a day, even. For now, I think I'm going to lock with this other army. So we'll go together. I'm not entirely sure where they're going. Alright, so this is a popular uprising. Rally the troops. Yeah. Oh, they're way over there. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to... do it like this. They have, what? 46, 53, almost 6,000 men in this group. I'm not sure how. They must have hired mercenaries or something. Because... I don't know. Things don't add up. They have 1,700 men, but their army has 3,300 men. Yeah, they must have bought mercenaries. Really? You're running away from them? I wish I could celebrate the birth of our son, but Oba Ayo has made it clear that the babe will not be considered a true member of her house. The brand of bastardhood never washes off completely, though the acknowledgement of a lady surely would have helped. So he's actually in our house now. So... this costs prestige, which I have. So he would gain 15 opinion of me. She would gain 25 opinion of me. My wife would lose 25 opinion of me. And all my non-bastard adult children who dislike the bastard would lose 25 opinion of me. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. Okay, they're doing that, which actually is helpful. Visiting the local market, a merchant from a faraway land catches my attention. Come closer, my lord. Marvel at treasures never before seen in these lands. Walked right past the guard responsible for these beauties, a true knower of people that I am. Merchant might have more to give. I mean, I convinced the merchant. And this has a better chance, but it will really reduce popular opinion. I think we'll do this just because the worst that can happen is I lose prestige, which I actually can afford. And I lost prestige. Alright, cool. Where's my other army over here, by the way? Still sailing. So I have 5,400 men, it looks like. Let's see if we can... Okay, this is my son. So he has 3-star intrigue, diligent, gluttonous, and brave. Alright. He's already betrothed. Traveling in a less populated and more rugged part of my realm, my entourage and I come across a number of corpses, and the stench of decaying flesh is noticeable to everyone. Judging by the armor and clothing on the bodies, as well as the wounds on them, it seems that this may have been a scene of a recent battle between rival bandit gangs that infest this region. So you can say, these lowly people deserve to be food for vultures and crows, and I gain prestige. Let's properly dispose of these bodies, lest they rise as vengeful spirits. And I get piety. Bandits or not, we should give them a funeral to put their souls at ease. I gain even more piety. And lose prestige. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. I hope these 15 are they not joining? Intrigue perk available. Your lovers are less likely to join murder schemes against you. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. We're finally fighting over here. Guess we'll come down here and try to take that capital. So we won here. Okay. So... this war is done for whatever reason. So I think I'm going to disband one of these. And send the other to help over here, I guess. Bump. While we were taking a walk in the garden outside, Oluwasiun slipped and bumped into me. No one was hurt, nor did anyone fall down, but it was a rather embarrassing affair, and she looks quite sheepish for her accidental disrespect towards me. It's fine, I should have been careful too. Gains 15 opinion of me, I gain 10 prestige. Or, how dare you, you knave! Yeah, let's say it's fine. Okay, I'm at least gaining minimal amounts of gold. Guardian can be assigned for this daughter. So she can do intrigue or diplomacy. She's pretty good at both. Better at diplomacy. So, apparently how this works, and it works kind of like how I thought it might. This works on a combination of the skill that you're training in them in, and also their learning skill. So this, the trait skill counts twice as much. So if you kind of want to compare points, if you will, this would be basically 50 points. You're doubling the 20 and adding the 10. So I don't even really see anyone. So this would be like 34, 44, 48. It would be close. And also if they have any learning skills, or learning traits like quick or something, like this, that will add to it. So this would be 26, 36, 42. But I'm not sure how much this adds. I know they said if someone's a genius, it would override even the, you know, everything basically. So with this would be 24, 34, 40. Like 24, 34, 38. Yeah, so unless someone has like genius or something here. I might just give it to him since he's the best. Well, let's see. He has wrathful, generous, brave. Yeah, we'll see. The weight of influence. While I enjoy how willingly Wally does my bidding, his kinsman, yeah, remains outside my reach. Alright, so I can... The liege is responsible for their vassal's action. Get a weak hook on the other guy. 100% chance. And I use my weak hook on him. So neither of these are like my direct vassals, I guess. No. So, I mean, the hook is eh. Gain 15 intrigue, use my hook. This seems more useful. Emphasizing schemes for 5 years. Scheming power plus 5, scheme power plus 5. Yeah. Betrothed can marry. So this is my son. Oh, and his betrothed. So it says they're In danger of being inbred, but I don't think it's that bad. Why is this matrilineal? Huh. Oh, because my son is of a different house. Right! Because this is from the person who I think I'm now married to, but before I was married to her, we had some kids. And their house was different, so I married them off to people of my house. Right. I almost forgot about that. Holy Order founded. Alright. Are they coming down to attack us? I'm assuming the answer to that is yes. Now we might win this anyway. Nope. So it said we would probably win, and then we definitely did not win. Well, he's really old, so... Now I'm powerful. It says too weak to send an ultimatum there. Too weak. Oh, here we go. Wants lower county control. Again. Can you move so I can, like, actually select my own troops? Thanks. Hoping we can defeat this army. We should be able to. We outnumber them. Being raided, being raided. Of course we're being raided. Eternally being raided. The one problem with neighboring a whole bunch of tribal... Oh, and I actually need to end the episode here. We're well over an hour. I was thinking in my head, oh, I'll do it at the end of these wars. And I might still do that. Although if we keep getting events like this, that might draw it out. I'm watching a play being performed by a troupe of traveling actors. The quality of their acting is bad, and that's an understatement. The main problem is that they are overly melodramatic when they act, so none of their characters or storylines seem believable. When the play is finished, the response from the audience is anemic at best. It seems most people don't like their acting either, and I'm surprised no one was booing them off stage. The acting troupe is definitely lucky in that regard. How did they even survive? So I could say, what a waste of an afternoon. I want to give them constructive advice for how to act better. Which I can do because of my diplomacy skill. So I gain +1 diplomacy for 2 years. One of the actresses looked... Oh, feeling lustful. Oh, you don't say. Seems to fit my character. Alright, I think I will quit. We are at 70 minutes now. That's well beyond what I'd like to record. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you here next time on Crusader Kings 3.